Hello everybody and welcome back to Glen Isla. We got a busy day on hand. Our horses are ready to sell and I think they might be one day early, but a couple of them are real thoroughbreds. They're worth almost 100 grand. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and sell them so we can move forward with our farm. We need the money. And while I'm here, I'll just replace them. We'll get a couple of these. We'll get a couple of these. So that's 7. And we'll get, I guess, one more of these for a full load, which is 8. Double check their food here, just to make sure everybody's content. I see the chickens need something. I think we're good. Okay, so the other plan of action here is in off-screen use, have discovered this particular harvester right from Giants is full of bugs and they need to work on it. Not only is that pipe too short for this header, I've discovered when you disable the dynamic camera, it fails to rotate around the harvester where it works fine on every other vehicle. And the course play has been giving me problems with this particular unit too. Now, I'm wondering, I don't know for sure, but I'm wondering if this particular unit is just riddled with some bugs that we can do without. So I'm not a great big fan of it in the first place, so we're just going to get rid of it, and I am going to buy a Massey Ferguson and be done with it. And hopefully we won't have the same problems, although I am suspicious in a couple of the problems we're having with the course play that it isn't just that particular harvester, rather all harvesters, and it could even be this map. I was reading in the forum that there are a couple problems. I haven't noticed any so far, but we're not sure what the particular problem is, but I'm going to start by just switching out the harvester and see what happens here. Okay, so we'll go with the wide tires on this unit and we'll lease it. And we need the header for it too, which I've already investigated. And this header is about a meter, 1.2 meters shorter than the previous header we were using. Sorry, I got distracted there. But did I lease it now? I'm sure I did. Or didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, my bad. Let's take that header. Definitely distracted. Where are you? Where'd you go? There it is. There it is. Free flow. And we're going to lease that, and yes, and okay, and back, and back, and back. So let's jump in this harvester, and we'll grab a hold of this header, and just for the sake of expediency, we'll teleport back to the farm, because we got a lot going on today. Don't want to make an overt habit of teleporting everywhere, but in this instance, I'm going to do it. So now, point of issue with your course play, now that I've switched harvesters, and more importantly the size of the header, we need to replot any courses we have in the course play. So we'll go like that. Let's just double check we have no, yeah, there's a harvester there. We need to dump all the old harvester saved files. Okay, so let's replot this course for field 2, 2 around headlands. We'll start with, we'll go counterclockwise, set it for turn, and double check your work width. I'm not sure that the bug has disappeared. It appeared recently, and I'm not sure it's gone yet. Double check your work width always, because it was remembering the previous work width rather than auto detecting the current implement that's attached. Okay, so we've got that all plotted out, and again, here's a bug. It always says it's going clockwise. You need to switch that to counterclockwise if that's what you have selected. Everything looks good. Let's save this course while we're here. This is field 2 harvester, and saved. And then we'll just double check our field speeds. We can pick that up a little bit. We'll slow this one down a little bit and pick this one up a little bit, and we'll just, I don't know, we're not recording, so I don't know that it really matters, but I always just switch that one anyways. So we're going to start at the first waypoint. We are set for a tool, and always remember you got to request the driver in the harvester. Okay, so we're good to go. Let's drive that course. Now I'm scared to take the HUD down because I haven't tested this machine, and like I said, it may be all harvesters on this map. I did never have that problem on the other map, but this map, for whatever reason, that the harvesters, I cannot pull down the HUD for fear that it won't come back up, and then the driver goes rogue and you can't stop him, and then your piece of equipment is pretty much hooped for that episode. So I'm not going to pull down the HUD. But we will move on, and let's jump into the actual fact. You know what? I've been, in my head, I was thinking, let's go ahead and buy another tractor, because I think we could use it. So let's look at medium tractors, and I just picked up a mod, and it's this Dutz, or Dutz, whatever you want to call it. Whoops. What happened there? That's very strange. Okay, so the Dutz, and let's change the color. That looks nice. And let's go with the big engine setup. I think that's the big one right there, isn't it? Yes, it is. 363 horsepower. That's a pretty good chunk of horsepower. And let's go with the Michelin's. And yeah, let's go with the wide ones. That looks cool. I think that looks great. We don't need a front loader attacher, and let's lease this vehicle. And now that should appear in our list. So there we go. I don't know what was happening there. Okay. Oh, we even have a beacon. Okay. Very nice looking interior. Good modeling going on here. Look around a little bit in here. What is that? Oh, it's the lighting. Okay. Oops. Let's switch this to left control delete. No, it doesn't like it either. Interesting. Okay, so let's just back that off slightly. Close that. Let's head for home there. We'll set our cruise control to a comfortable speed. Oh yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? And he's about the right size for this field, or for this map, pardon me, too. Those tires are killer. I'm at a tractor pull. That's it. The Dutz tractor pull edition. Tractor pulled edition. I think this will be a welcome addition to the farm. Speed bumps. Always wish you could adjust. I thought the player camera was going to do it at first, where we could adjust. Like, this to me is looking forward, but I feel like I'm sitting too high in the cab. We need to find out how to lower that camera. I wish Giants would incorporate that into a menu setting where I can establish the seat height of any vehicle, so that, you know, it's not one size fits all, okay? You know, everybody moves the seat around when you get into your vehicles. So we're just going to grab a hold of the plow, and for the purpose that we're going to buy field 10, and we can expand that a little bit. Just cut through this way. I didn't even notice it, but my color combo just happens to match the, or fairly closely match the plow. Okay, so we drove over here. Let's just teleport ourselves because we are running into a bit of a time crunch here. We'll set this up so that we can open up this field a little bit. Now I got to do this manually. I mean, I suppose a person could plot a course for it, but it'd be kind of useless. You'd only use it once, so just easier to do it ourselves. So we're going to trace the outline of the field, and oh, I don't own it yet. That would help. Let's buy field 10, and we'll buy 25 while we're at it too. Okay, so we've nicely expanded our farm, and I believe we're set to create field. Yes, we are. So we're just going to trace this out. I got the right tires on here for pulling a plow, that's for sure. We're at the Glen Isla tractor pulls here. Definitely testing out this little Dutz that's kind of a neat tractor. I've never had one, but I saw somebody else do a review on it, and our buddy Nick, and so we'll try it out, and I think it's pretty neat, and it's a perfect size tractor too, like I said, for this size map. You know, large tractors are almost getting into overkill, especially with the size of the roads. They are significantly larger in their actual modeling dimensions too, right? So let's make sure we make a nice corner of this. There we go. Yeah, we don't need all this extra headland in here, the grasslands here. Not planning on using the AI to any real extent. I'm sure we'll have an opportunity here and there to use them, but not worried about it with course play. We can always carve out our own headlands, right? So. And he's doing a very nice job here. Yeah, no, I think that's a spot-on match for the color match between this tractor and the plow. That's funny, actually. Okay, let's carve this out nicely like this. We'll come back and grab this piece as soon as we realize where we're going to get narrowed. Okay, let's just pick this up for a second. I wanted to make I didn't want too much wasted space in the corner there, so line him back up with where he needs to be. We're not quite on there yet. Start from about here, I think. Yes, and then we'll carve this out. This way here we can maximize our profits off our field expenditure. I think I'm going to go this way just a little bit to pick up some of this wasted land in the corner. I don't have to get it all, but definitely worth getting some of it. Now I have noticed a bug on this particular piece of land. I actually tried to record this episode earlier, and I ran into all those problems with that harvester. And so that is why I knew right off the hop in this episode as I record it, first order of business was get rid of that piece of junk. Giants really needs to start paying more attention to bugs in this game and getting rid of them, and less time worrying about wasting our time waiting for fixes while they're making DLC to sell us something else. How about dealing with what you've already sold us? Okay, so that's good enough for that, and then we're going to come back here with the lime spreader, and we'll lime that field because I know it needs lime, having already investigated. I thought to myself, man, I feel dizzy in this tractor. You know what it is? And I know what it is. I got rid of the dynamic camera, and every time it bounces like that or takes a turn, I almost feel dizzy, and it's because I'm not really moving with it. So that is not going to be the way to go. I was talking about in the last episode how much your head pivots. They overdo it. So let's put this down, and I just want to quickly put back that dynamic camera and see that alleviates that particular goings on, I guess you'd say. Okay, so we'll grab hold of the lime spreader, and we're doing a lot of driving back and forth here, so I'm just going to plant myself over there, and we will open him up, and we'll have to plot a course for the lime as well now, starting from somewhere in around here, just inside the gate of the field. Okay, so bringing up the course play, we will tell it, sorry, that this is a spreader, and we'll go to field 10, and we'll do around headlands, and we'll do 2 counterclockwise turning, correct work width. We'll generate that course, and back again, this is counterclockwise. We'll save this course, field 10 lime. Okay. Oh, we can't do that. I forgot. My bad. I have to get the course play to re-examine the size of this field because we carved it out. So we need to dismiss this course. We'll go into the saved field 10 line. We'll garbage, I think it's this one. What if I load this one? Does that give us the correct course and I don't need to replot it out? No, it doesn't. So it's the first one. So let's go into the saved courses and we'll dump that one. And I think it's this one that I plotted. No, I didn't. That's a merged course. So we're going to dump that one too. Okay, so let's clear that. We'll go over here. We'll tell it's a spreader. We'll go in here. We'll redo field 10, current position, blah, 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 blah. And yes, still the same plotting. I did it again. Man, oh man, I'm so stupid sometimes. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to dump that one again. Oh, I didn't save it, so I can just clear it. What I need to do, and I keep forgetting, is as if you were going to just drive a course, whenever you need to recalculate a field's edge path, you go to the regular start a course, you can record it, or you can calculate the current field's edge path. and then you tell it the number by rotating up the wheel with the mouse, and then overwrite the original field plan, because now it's going to look and see that this is a bigger field. Okay, now we're going to come back. Now we're going to field 10. Now this is a user's course. Double check everything stayed the same. Yes, it did. Now we'll generate the course. Now you can see the enlarged field course. Okay, so we'll save that field. Okay, so this is field 10 lime. Okay, and this is still correct. We'll double check our field speed here. Reverse speed, we can pick that up. And I always just set it to maximum because we're not doing a recording. I'm not sure the difference, but I'm just not going to confuse it any further. And we'll start at the first waypoint. Yes, we are set to spread, and we're going to drive the course. And there he goes. Good stuff. Now, interesting point. If I hit escape right now and I look at the field health, or whatever you want to call it, state of the field, it should show that as doesn't need lime. But in the last time I tried this, it still did not register that lime had been put down. Oh, no, it is this time. Okay. So there must have been a bug going on in the way the game loaded the last time. I thought it was maybe the actual map. Yeah, no, he's definitely doing the line this time. Something very strange going on, and I don't really know what it is. Okay, so this particular unit has reached the end point. That is our harvester. So, just close that for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the John Deere that has the trailer on it. We're going to go and empty that fella. Where are you? There you are. So we'll empty him and we'll put him to work on harvesting the other field. Will the pipe come out as I approach him? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's one step ahead, and a lot of room for the pipe. That's one step ahead of that Russell Smash or whatever, which I don't think I want to pronounce that name ever again. It was troublesome. Okay, so let's jump out here, and we're going to go jump into that Massey Ferguson and stop the driver. And I'm going to clear that course. We're going to take him over and start him on field 5. Actually 5 and 6, but I refer to it as 5 now that it's one field. Okay, so let's put him in position here. And again, we're going to have to replot this course. So this is field 5 user. And we're going to go around. We're going to go, let's do 3 times on this one because I'm not sure about the backing up versus the header width. And counterclockwise turn, correct swath. We'll generate that. Come back. And that's correct this time. Check our field speed. That looks good. And starting at first waypoint, and yes, it's a tool. We'll request the driver. Oh, it already is because we're in it. We haven't left it, I guess. We'll drive the course. Away he goes. Okay, so let's get back into the John Deere, and we'll go take that and put that in the silo. Then we'll go back and check on our lime spreader. Ooh, almost missed it. And I think, like I said earlier, we need to get one of these fields going with wheat, simply because, actually I can leave him there. Just leave him there for now. Okay, well, we need to get one of these fields going with wheat. We've only got about 4,000 liters left, if that, after feeding those chickens. And I'm seriously considering, I think we could get it in here. There is a mod for a really large chicken coop that I really liked it. I thought it looked good, and we can maximize our profits from the chickens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, and we're going to go back over to, I believe it's field 8, and we'll get that ready, going for the wheat. And then we can take the straw off it too, for the horses. Our rickety bridge. And I believe we already have a course stored for this one. Double check that and bring up the course play. Should be field 8 cedar. There it is. And we'll double check our field speed. I think we're looking pretty good for that one. Yeah. So first waypoint, everything looks good, and we'll select wheat. We'll drive that course. Looking good. Looking good, man. Okay, so let's check on the lime spreader. Not used to seeing that one yet. There we go. And he's pretty much finished. And then we'll be able to, I believe we'll be able to go straight to planting on this one as well. I think we'll move the lime spreader over to field 25 next, because we just bought that one too, so it'll need lime. And we are at the field, of course, stop, so let's stop the driver. We've already saved this field, but I will do just a tad bit of cleanup here. See, we missed a little patch here and there, so. I think that was pretty much it. Okay, so let's fold him up, and then we'll go run over to field 25. Sure, our hazards are on. That's what I was trying to get rid of, is this great big pitching like that. I mean, is there some pitch? Absolutely, but your head turns too when that kind of stuff goes on. So I wasn't real happy about that. I think Giants should address that too. They overdid it. Now, if I remember rightly, there's only the one entrance into this particular field, and it's very narrow. Like, that's so narrow. Like, come on. Really? Like, that's super tight. I need to get in there with the editor and deal with that. I don't know that we're going to expand this field. Could slightly, but I mean, is it really worth it? So what we'll do is we'll set him up. Let's back up here a little bit. Come in at a little bit wider of an angle, I think. Ah, come on. Let's do it this way, I guess. Okay, so let's plot a field for this, or plot a course for this guy. This is field 25. Whoops. Around twice, counterclockwise, turn, everything looks good. Generate, and that looks good. That looks good. We'll save this. Field 25. Lime. Did I spell that right? I'll look up. Enter. And he's good to go. So, first waypoint, lime, spreader, drive course. Now, it sure doesn't look like it's putting it down to me, does it? What's going on here? Well, it doesn't need lime, it says. Okay, well then let's not waste it. So we'll bring that back up. We're going to stop the driver. We saved the course, so I can just close it. And we'll take him back to the farmer via the express route. Well, I'm in the wrong. I went to the store instead. Okay. So we're just going to park him back over here. I haven't seen any eggs appearing, so I'm guessing that they are in the pallet automatically. That was sort of what I was waiting for. So, just out of curiosity and wanting to know, I think what we'll do is we're going to load that up and put that on the truck, and we'll run that down to the market and get the money for our eggs. Push it on. I think we'll just drop it right on the back. I'm just going to go in there and alter this. I have to move my mouse like 6 times up and down. And you can go in there and just change the scale, the speed at which that raises and lowers inside the XML, which is what I do. Come on. Really? Oh, it grabbed it underneath. Yet look at the forks go through it like that. Giants, another bug on aisle 2. Clean up on aisle 2, giants. Put down your DLC and come out with your hands up. Oh, come on. And it refuses to let go of it. Well, you know what? I got a way to fix that. Come on. Will you stop that? I'm pushing down to make sure I'm on the ground. Okay. Let's go and strap that on, and we'll take it down to the market and sell it. Love the sound of this mod. That was nicely done. like that the tack and the speedo actually work too. And the fuel gauge works too. So all 3 gauges work. I like that. That's very cool. Okay, so let's see who's paying the best money for eggs here. Oops. Okay, somewhere down here, I'm guessing. Yeah. Ooh, 2,900. Cell area 2. Okay, so we'll unstrap that. And I'll just throw it off. Back up. $7,800. So our pallet is working correctly. Now, here's the kicker. I paid 25 bucks for that pallet. Does that mean I have to have another pallet again? Because it took the whole damn pallet. So it costs you $25 for that convenience. But it holds 14,400 whatever. Anyways, I'll figure it out in the next episode. So, with that, if you like what you're seeing and you enjoyed it, make sure you give me a like. And hey, subscribe. We're young and growing. Curious if anybody else has figured out yet what my other YouTube channel is. If you have, put it in the comments. There's a way. You've got enough information here in this channel to figure out, even in just my title and stuff like that, what my other YouTube channel is. So, little challenge for anybody out there who's up for a challenge. Anyways, if you like what you see and you enjoy the ramble and the chatter, you like the graphics, enjoy what I'm doing here, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again on the next episode. Bye for now.